Every now and then, me or the Brad get really excited about a new release. Usually it's a US brewery making a new kind of IPA, and we kind of fetishize those breweries and those stories. And there's a sort of Chinese whispers that comes across the Atlantic of how good these beers are that just grow and grow and grow. So it's easy to forget what's on your doorstep. How can a brewery opening around the corner be as exotic as some amazing IPA brewery in the US? But they can, because Lost and Grounded is exactly that. They've got hype not about their IPAs or their hoppy beers, but about a Keller Pils and some Belgian styles. And I think this might be one of the most exciting brewery openings in the last few years. So I'm here with Alex from Coso, co-founder and the brains behind the beers here at Lost and Grounded. Last time we met, it was about 7:30 in the morning, and we shared a couple of cans of IHL.
Oh, that's all right.
It's a little bit later than that now, but it's still quite early. But tell me about the beers, because you guys have started with quite an unusual lineup for a brewery that needs to get off the ground.
Yeah, so we worked out about a year ago that what we were most fascinated with is sort of like lager and Belgian style beer.
Yep.
And I had other times in my career where I made lots of, say, pale ale, for instance, so I really didn't really want to do that. And one thing led to another, and we ended up with the range we have. So the 2 lagers, 3 Belgian-inspired ales.
So that makes you one of the first breweries, I guess, in the UK that's sort of opening with lots of Belgian styles. And I mean, there's a couple of lager breweries, but doing a Keller Pils is quite unusual.
Yeah, I mean that's. We just sort of thought it'd be nice to sort of make this beer, and I got inspiration from that from a trip to Germany, where I was staying in a brewery guest house, and they had a Keller Pils on.
Yep.
I thought, oh, that's fantastic. And I said to some people last night, they said, how many beers are you going to start with? And originally it was going to be 2. And then Annie, my partner and co-founder, very rightly said, that's too boring. So she said, okay, 3. And she's like, that's still too boring. 4. And then Justin from More Beer said, 4 is unlucky in some cultures. So we're like, so we did 5. Yeah.
You just threw a triple in there.
They threw a triple in there. I had that on at the end. But I'd like to say, like with the Keller Pils, it's about simplicity. It's about and I mean our artwork with the little hippo rowing across the lake is sort of like symbolic of being prepared to go it alone and just don't be afraid to back yourself.
Yep. So your background is you started Little Creatures and then went to Camden Town.
Yep.
So what took you to Europe? Was it the beer?
We wanted to get closer to the kind of center of the beer world because if there were trade shows there was in Germany, all the equipment suppliers are in Germany. I sort of over the years been more and more fascinated with German and Belgian brewing. I worked in Belgium for a short while back in 2007, and then we went back to Australia. And we always thought about coming back over this side of the world. At the time, the company I worked for, Little Creatures, had gotten bought by Kieran.
Yep.
And then I knew from my experience working in Belgium I wanted to work for a smaller company. And then in Australia, right then, there wasn't, there's only 20 million people, there wasn't that many, I guess, breweries. There's a lot of breweries now.
Yeah.
And I don't think we were quite ready to start our own thing then. So an opportunity came up in Camden Town and then went for it.
And wherever you go, they seem to sell.
So we have a 3-vessel brew house. We have basically mash tun, lauter tun, and a combined kettle whirlpool. So we do 2,500 liters per brew, and on brewing days we do 2 brews. Interesting thing about this brewery is everything that's on the green floor. So if you kind of see the edge of the green floor here. Every single bit of equipment that's on the green floor from brew house through to the cellar was completely prefabricated in the workshop. So they prefabricated it all, then took it apart, put it in containers, shipped it, and then bolted it all back together again. So it's sort of like a giant IKEA kitchen set, as it were. In this tank here, we naturally produce our own lactic acid. which uses unhopped worts that's been inoculated with bacteria that's been isolated from the husk of malt that's come from the Weinsteffen in Germany, and we feed this with unhopped wort once a week, and over the course of the weekend it'll produce lactic acid, and then we dose into the brew house to adjust the pHs through the brewery. It's a very, I guess, philosophical German thing, because it's sort of like you're using something that's already of the beer, so it's already of the spirit of the beer, and not sort of adding other chemicals to make that adjustment happen. It's just sort of what they believe, and we decided to adopt it in our brewery here. We have our spent grain system, very sophisticated, and we have a couple of bungee cords. You know, we still need a couple of bungee cords to hold everything together, lost and grounded. So in here we have 7 5,000 litre tanks, so it's 2 brews per tank. The beer is sitting in here for anywhere from say 2 weeks to 4 weeks, depending on the style. Yeah, so we're doing everything unfiltered here, unfiltered, unpasteurized, no fining, no isinglass fining, that is, and yeah, just trying to make pure kind of unadulterated beer. Around the back, here's where the magic happens. You have all that stuff over there, but actually, in fact, this is the thing that fills the kegs. So this is kind of like one of the most important bits of the brewery, because without this, we couldn't sell any beer. But since we've been talking about kegs, are you thirsty now?
Very.
Okay, all right, come on, this way.
So it's 10:51, the pubs are about to open, so I think it's about time we tried a beer.
Okay, yep, no worries. This is Keller Pils, so slightly, I mean, it's quite pale. We're trying to get as pale as possible.
Yep.
It's unfiltered, so a little bit hazy.
Beautiful creamy head on it.
Yeah, nice head. And what we're trying to make is just a, you know, although the bitterness of this is about 34, but it's quite smooth.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just trying to make this sort of beautiful, smooth lager.
You can tell you've tried to keep the pH quite low. It's very lemony fresh.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's, I don't know if it's a lactic tank or what it is, but the beers all have a certain character to them.
Yeah.
And it's whatever it is, I like it.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of the magic. I guess it's the magic of a beer. If you brewed this beer elsewhere, it would probably be completely different. Like there's something about that kit and what you guys as brewers do that makes it totally unique in this space.
Okay, so this here is what we call Hop Hand Fallacy, which is just simply our take on a farmhouse ale. Sometimes it can be quite strong, sort of 7% around about, but this is 4.4.
Oh right.
So we've just done our rendition of what we think a farmhouse ale will be like. So 4.4%. It's only Pilsner malt and Golden Naked Out.
And no spices or anything?
There's spices. So we have Brewer's Golden Crystal for the hops. The Brewer's Gold is a very, very traditional bittering hop, often used in sort of Belgian beer. We have the Belgian yeast strain, and then we have orange peel and coriander as well.
So wheat beer kind of vibe.
It's kind of got a little bit of its DNA from wheat beer, but what we wanted to do is make kind of a sessionable sort of ale that's seemingly hoppy, but not necessarily just rammed full of hops.
Yeah.
But just about thinking about things differently, you know. Just don't go down the route of everything has to have to be full of hops.
So you guys have had quite a lot of hype while opening, partly down to me and lots of the other bloggers getting overexcited about it. How has that been for you? Like, I guess it was the first.
Yeah, look, we basically, well, we didn't actually. People keep on saying that to us. It's not that we actually did anything by design.
Yeah.
It's like we just simply went, okay, we're gonna start a brewery, and then we said step one, let's let people know what we believe in, and that's when we just told everyone what the ownership is and all that. So there's no secrets. And let's let people what we believe in, how we want to treat people. Then we said, okay, we need to recruit some staff. This is what we're looking for in everyone. We got a really good response from that. Then we sort of announced the beers we were making and the artwork. For everything we've done, we've tried to think about it differently. So I mean, the artwork's quite different.
Yeah.
The selection of beers is a little bit different. And then we just sort of gone about our business. Yeah, but I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happened.
I mean, if you're having to generate hype, it's probably not going to turn into hype. Whereas you guys, just by putting your message out slowly and, yeah, like you say, doing everything a little bit different, it's just sort of caught everyone's eye.
Yeah.
And the beers living up to it. I loved had Hop and Fallacy.
Yeah.
What a beer.
Yeah.
I'll be drinking plenty of that, and so should you guys. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing it on all the taps in Bristol and beyond.
Yep. All right.
Cheers for the talk.
Thanks for that. Oh, I have a little bit left.
Run out of it. Cheers.